Hey, what's up? What's up, my true tellers? How are you guys doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. My God, you just don't know how hard it was to come on today, but I sat there and say, no, I wasn't going to go ahead and, put it for another day, reschedule it. But I see my girls in the house, Starbucks lovers. She says, welcome everyone to Unapologetic Real Talk. Come on, guys, and hit that like button and join the membership for more unapologetic content. Also, guys, I want to go ahead. I'm not going to camera up, but I'm going to go ahead and get into my topic. Let me go ahead and read my copyright disclaimer, and I can go on with the rest. The copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay, so guys, again, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. And also, I want to go ahead and thank I had got a love offering. Someone had went ahead and cashed out me. Thank you very much, and I pray that it just falls on good ground, shaking together and running over. So, guys, if you feel led, if you feel like it's something in here, go ahead and cash out Real Talk 985. You are not obligated, you're not required, but if you feel led to go ahead and Cash App, I sure appreciate it very, very much. So, guys, I am not going to camera up, and I love the camera up because I feel like I am just interacting with you guys. I like that, but I am wore out, man. I am wore out. I mean, I've been working all day, just doing some cleaning up and then getting on my treadmill. I am tired, guys, but I just hope that I get some energy. So I guess tonight is the reunion, guys. I'm going to be smack dab in the middle of the reunion because I was waiting for that day to come. I see my girl Starbucks. She says, if you want to go ahead and support this channel, cash out Real Talk. Your support is appreciated. Thank you in advance. So, guys, again, yes, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. And like I said, in here, we are grown folks. We ain't got time to go ahead and tickle nobody's ears. If you cannot stand the heat, then you get out of the kitchen because I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to sit there and try to, rock anybody to sleep. If anything, I'm trying to wake the hell up out of my people. I saw where someone went ahead and addressed, had put a comment when one of my, very good, subscribers, always keep me, in the know. And she see the woman of God that is in me, and she calls me a prophetess. So someone came along and said, why do you call her a prophetess? Because she always entertained this foolish stuff, and instead of whatever she said, blah blah blah. But that's just to show you, when it comes to people have a form of godliness and they deny the power thereof because we have been so indoctrinated, we have been so hoodwinked and programmed that these hocus pocus stories that people are telling them, not knowing that real ministry, real ministry is not in those four walls. Real ministry is when you go out there and you meet the needs of your people, and if you want to go ahead and open up, the Bible, like I said, you just don't read just the surface part of it. You got to know how to rightfully divide it. As I say, get into the core of it, and you would know that even when they had said, about Jesus, they said that, he didn't go out there and sit on the throne, with the Pharisees and the Sadducees. What did he do? He went and he met the people where they are. And that's exactly how I am. I don't read about an ancient story. I bring it into the now. When it comes to these reality shows, what I tell you all the time, I take the foolish things of this world, which is these reality shows, because this is where our people at. Our people smack dab in reality shows, entertainment. I don't care if it's football or whatever. And we wondering why these people are working overtime on us. We are wondering why these people working overtime on us because where our people at. Even Carlos King said it. What did Carlos King say? And let me make sure that I pronounce callers king, because someone sat there and say I'm ghetto. I never even ever heard no one ever called me ghetto. Now maybe bougie or something like that, but ghetto I never heard. But I take that as well. With I was called the grizzly bear, so they call me whatever they want. You see what I'm saying? Because that's just to show you when it comes to these people how they are. They are in what I call a sunken place. Okay, you take them from behind that computer and see who they are, and that's real talk. So I am not even going to touch that. Okay, but getting on of what I'm saying is that people, they so busy trying to tell you, how certain things supposed to be, and they don't even know themselves. Like I said, get the speck or the beam out of your eyes. Get the pole out of your eyes before you see a little small speck in somebody else's eyes. We have to work out our own salvation. And that is in fear and tremble. And that's real talk. So also I see Stylist Jill is in the house. She says, good afternoon, Lady D. Thank you for coming by, Stylist. She says, good afternoon, Lady D in chat. And also Jacqueline Moore. She says, good afternoon, True Tellers. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to get into it. I'm just a little tired, but I promise you I'm going to get into it. As you can see right here, let me see if I can show you a thumbnail. Um, right here with the title, let me see if I can show you this right here. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I think the reunion going to be tonight, and I am so ready for it. I promise you. I am so ready for it. But as you can see by the title, let me go ahead and load the music down some, guys. So again, guys, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. And I was going to go ahead and push this back, but I say no, I'm not going to go ahead and push this back. But guys, you're going to have to support this channel. It may look easy, but it's not easy at all. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. But as you can see right here, like I said, I've been calling it from day one, and you all know, I haven't changed. I haven't changed. I called it from day one, and hey, I'm not bragging, but I can sit there and say that I am spot on. Okay. So as you can see right here by the title, it says swapping shoes for the price of fame. From side chick to spotlight, is Arionne living Melody's life? So let me go ahead and read it again. Swapping shoes for the price of fame. From side chick to spotlight, is Arionne living Melody's life? So that's the title that I felt led to go ahead and talk about it, which I've been talking about this from day one. So like I said, it's nothing new, it's under the sun. I've been talking about it, how we look at certain things as trash, but someone else gonna come around like a Arionne Curry and see that it's treasure. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful of allowing our goods to be evil spoken of, or casting our pearls to swines, or thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. Because I've been saying it from day one. You can build a house, you can furnish the house, but that does not mean that you can live in that house. So let me go ahead and break it down again where even a child can understand. You can build a house, and that's Bible. That is Bible. There's a scripture. I already broke this down to you guys. You can build a house. You can furnish the house, but that does not mean that you can live in that house. Somebody else come around with all you have built. Somebody got this. Somebody got this. It's not going over everybody's head, or you might get it by tomorrow. Just because you built that house, just because you furnished that house, somebody else will come around and live in that house. That's why we have to be careful from thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. When it comes to fame, fame, like I said there and said, fame is like a drug. It's like addiction. And many people have followed that same road, that broad road, thinking that they're going to be the next Beyonce or the next whomever. I already know about it. Like I said there in state, I have a small sister. My youngest sister is out there. And once they get through with you, they going to chew you up and they going to spit you out. And then about time you sit there, go back to the same ones that you look down on. They're not going to even acknowledge you. That's why you have to be careful. You have to be careful. And if you feel like I'm in here preaching today, yeah, I might be preaching today. Yes, I might be preaching today because, like I say, when it comes to these reality shows, we have to realize what it was built off of. The foundation was built off of corruption. So, do you think that anything gonna come good out of that? No, not at all. Not at all. And now you sitting there, everybody wants to come on and say, why you hate Melody? I don't hate Melody. How can I hate someone that I don't even know? I don't know Melody. I don't know Martell. All I just know that these people chose to put their lives on display for the entire world to go ahead and pick it up, to pick it apart. So don't get mad with me just because I don't spin the story the way that you think that I should spend it. Just like when it came to someone arguing over me when it came to Miss Wanda. They said they're saying Melody never called Miss Wanda's food nasty. I had to play a clip. Like I say, I don't lie. Don't come on here and say that I lie. I don't lie. I'm not saying that I got it all together. No, I don't have it all together. But sometimes I have to question myself. Are we watching the same freaking show? Are we watching the same freaking show? Because when I said that Melody called Miss Wanda's food nasty, I had to go and pull up some of the clips. When she said, show enough food is nasty. And it's not a word verbatim, but she said, your food is nasty. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull that clip up so you guys can see it. So right there, what I'm trying to say is when it comes to that, yes, I do. That's my opinion. Yes, I do think that when it came to Melody, she sabotaged Miss Wanda's business and she also sabotaged Destiny's business because Melody had no business going into Destiny's grand opening, which I know is a reality show, but still evolves. These people that watches this show, these trauma binding people, they don't know that this is a reality show, that these people are creating drama. And we already know when it came to Melody, she wanted her moment where they had to tell Melody to don't even put the scene that you guys are on at the event. Don't even sit there and don't show your millimeters what's going on. She wanted to, she wanted to stream it all. She wanted to go live to let these people know that she's going to check someone. But like I said, Melody is the type of person that she would throw the rocks and she would hide her hands. And now what you're seeing is people start waking up. They start seeing, look, this girl is not worrying about what she went through. Because first of all, if Melody was worried about what she went through, she wouldn't have never sat there and put it on a reality show. This girl milked this until she couldn't milk it no more. Until people sit there and say, no, we can't watch another season of this girl beating this dead horse. And it took Martell to get arrested in order for him to wake up. Like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Never win when you play dirty. I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and find it. I think I had let me see if I can find it. If not, you can go and watch the short because I did yeah, let me comb through this right here. And let me put my copyright.
Yeah, he was live. What's up? What's up?
Hold on one second. So don't ever come and tell me I'm lying. Like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. These people ain't paying me. So don't come and tell me that I am lying, okay? Don't do that. Please don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Hey, I see. Let me see. Miss Spark is in the house. She says, "Hello, Lady D in chat." Also, my girl checking your booties in the house. She says, "What up, chat? Unapologetic real talk. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much for coming in, guys. Also, Cash App Real Talk 985. Thank you very much." Stylist Jill say, "Tell it." Absolutely. Many people enjoy harvest for seeds. Other people sows. Absolutely. Many people enjoy harvest from seeds other people sow. Let me break it down to where a child can understand. See, many people, they want to sit there and eat off of something someone else has sold, but it don't work like that. They wait until they see like this nursery rhyme. You remember this nursery book when we was a child we used to read? The Mother Hen. You remember the book, this little nursery book called The Mother Hen? When she asked her other hens or chickens or whatever they are to help her to plant the seeds and to harvest the seed, nobody wanted to do anything. But when it was time to eat, everybody was sitting at the table. Everybody was sitting at the table. Yes, the harvest is plentiful, but nobody wants to put in the work. Nobody wants to put in the work. So, hey, Miss Barker, she said, and also pride always comes before the fall. Absolutely. Pride always comes before the fall. And we talk about it all the time. It's so easy going up there. But, honey, coming down, it is worse than going up. And that's real talk. That's real talk. Checking Boo said, by the same measure, no one will ever keep or sustain prosperity when they gain it from wickedness. Absolutely. And nobody hate nobody. Nobody hate nobody. But you cannot sit there and think that you can sit and pull yourself up while stepping on everybody else, banking off of your pain. We started that from day one. We've been talking about that from day one. Banking off of your pain. With the Most High, God might have a change of mind and sit there and say, you are no worse than the other ones. Because like I said, he searches the heart. And that heart was not right. Men ain't going to say, God say this, God say that. But their hearts are so far. Their hearts are so far. And you are absolutely, I hope the best for Mel. Bless her, but remove her. I wanted to show that clip where I think Tisha had played on her IG of the reunion when Carlos King had asked Martell, you know, when it comes to Tisha and Marcel's, their blessings, how you feel about it, or in other words, it's not his word verbatim, are you happy that they are blessed? And what Martell came out and said, they didn't understand it, but I did. I understand. He don't have to sit there and come out and say, oh, this, I'm so excited. Really, he'll sit there and say, if they bless, hey, Lord bless them. He don't really, what. But one thing about a Martell does not hold no grudges. Because he knows that when Tisha and Marcel are blessed, he's blessed too. He's blessed too. So don't make no sense for being jealous of someone else's accomplishments. Because sometimes, God might bless that person to help you. So when you help that person, then, hey, yours next in line. Or if it was you might have not shared with nobody, like a Melody Holt or blow the horn. Like when she do charity work. At one time, she wasn't even doing charity work until she saw Tisha and all the rest of them was doing charity work. And that's my opinion. On that show, I didn't see Melody do any charity work. But now I was seeing that, she was feeding people and tooting the horn at the same time. Like I said, whatever you give In secret, God is going to bless you openly. You don't have to blow the horn. You don't have to toot your horn, you know. But I wonder, if Carlos King went ahead and asked Melody the same question: Are you happy for the Scots? But like I said, cheek and tongue would say anything. The mouth would say anything because we already know how she felt about the Scots. She went through hell and high water to make that life a living hell, setting all types of traps for these people. Miss Sparks said it's not hate, it's speaking truth. Absolutely. But see, like I said, people don't want to hear the truth. People would rather hear a lie. Let me start sitting there speaking like they want me to speak, jumping on the bandwagon. I promise you, I will get more than 25 people in here. But that's all right, because God said there and said it's not in the numbers, it's in the quality. You just stand on your truth. And that's real talk. Checking Booth said it's amazing how a lot of people can't understand folks' pain until they suffer. They lie, but they feel disturbed when people lie on them. Absolutely. Because those type of people, they only can go around and be the victim. They don't see the wrong that they do until someone said there and say enough is enough. And that's where I think it is when it comes to Melody. Enough is enough. And this is my opinion. I do not think that Melody quit. I think that they gave her ultimatum. Either you're going to film with the group or you just going to have to leave, because we're not going to walk on eggshells with you anymore. Or maybe, because of what Tasha K said. And all this right here to me is allegedly for entertainment purpose only. Maybe she wanted to save face because allegedly they saying that she's sleeping with a married man. How the hell you going to sit there and get your trauma bonding millimeters on your side of being a side chick when you being a side chick yourself? Why would you want to even get involved allegedly with a married man? Why would a security guard be that close to you? Why? A security guard don't supposed to be that close. And I know for a fact they don't. Now, yes, they talk, we clown, Yes, I do know that. But once the hours is over, they going to clock out. They're not going to sit on my sofa, or they're not going to sit in my chairs. Now, maybe, I ain't going to tell you no lie. Yeah. But still of all, they're not going to get that close. They're not going to get that close, and that's real talk. Mel was live saying why the food was nasty. Absolutely. I'm going to play that. So let's go ahead and, hey, Temper. Temper says, good afternoon, prophetess, Lady D, and truth teller. Thank you very, very much. Like the Bible said, you're going to know them by the fruit that they bear. I stand on my truth. I never change. It's not what come out my mouth, it's how I live it. See, a lot of people, cheek and tongue, will say anything. I live it. Ain't no changing over here. And if you think I'm going to sit there and sing at the cross with you, you got to be crazy. Or some hocus pocus story, you got to be crazy when the kingdom of heaven suffer violence right now. And we got to take it by force. I'm not waiting for nothing to pop out of the sky when I see all hell around me. You tradition, you in doctrine. I'm not in doctrine. Okay, and that's real talk. Some of you guys might catch this by tomorrow, okay? Checking Boo says, welcome everyone. Thank you very much. Janice says, karma gonna come around every time. Absolutely. And one thing that we know when it comes to karma does not forget an address. It does not forget an address. And even though, like when it comes to karma, I'm not really into that. But, hey, each his own. I believe the wrath of God. And I believe that he sends his messengers to pump your brakes. Stop what you're doing. Come out of her. And once you don't listen to his messengers, then he's going to do them himself. And when he do it, your knees ain't going to be good enough. You're going to be flat on your face. I was there. So who can tell it better than the ones that's been through it? Everybody reap what they sow, not just folks who are not like. Absolutely. We all going to reap what we sow. That's why we got to be careful how we allow our goods to be evil spoken of. We can't cast our pearls to swines because God does not forget. The Most High God does not forget. And if you thinking that I'm just entertaining foolishness, and the only reason why to you is foolishness because you can't separate the wheat from the tare. You can't see that gems is inside of what I'm talking about because I'm meeting my people where they are. I don't walk under the anointing 24/7, but I know exactly how to put the word in, and that's what I'm doing. You just don't know how to decipher it. The ones that's in here, they know exactly what I'm doing. They know this is my ministry and they know this is my lane. And they know exactly why I do what I do. You guys wants to sit there and only preach behind the four walls. Nobody wants to go out there and get their hands dirty. He said, go out there in the highways and the byways. That does not mean that, hey, I got to go around people that's like-minded, people that, claim that they got it all together, lifting up holy hands. No, I'm going where my people are, the homemongers, the homeless. Okay? So don't get me started in here. It's just that you just don't understand. Martell want everybody to win. Absolutely. His message has been the same. Stop dragging him as though they are innocent. And that's all. That's what, and he don't hold no grudges. And you don't see that these people even talked about it last week. They just showed scenes that Martell and Marceau and Maurice all was together talking like nothing ever happened. Martell went ahead and grabbed the chair, sat in between Tisha and Trisha. Nothing was said. You didn't see Tisha get up because I told you whatever was going on, these people was going to fix it. They don't hold grudges. But I could tell you one thing. It left a bad taste when it came to Melody. It showed that Melody, look, she wants to hold grudges. She don't want to work. Okay? She don't want to work. Hey, Letty. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and Melody can't even quit. Well, I hope she doesn't quit, But if she didn't quit, then, hey, ain't nobody going to sit there and walk on eggshells with her. Nobody is going to walk on eggshells. She's going to have to film with everybody. We don't want to hear Melody, soon in a minute she show up and then she got to make a announcement, a grand announcement that she's leaving. Even Nell Fletcher say, Mel never stay. I stay at all of Melody's event. But no, she won't just show her face because she's just proving a point, just trying to prove something to her fans that she's above it all. But let's go ahead and get into all this. And like I said, all this right here is alleged and for entertainment purpose only. Let's go ahead and talk about this because I've been saying it from day one. When I saw that scene when Melody went to Destiny's grand opening, I think it was a grand opening, and how she went in and brought that black cloud, brought all that negative energy. And once she went ahead and brought Destiny down, she went out there to Miss Wanda. She already planned it out. Now, there is another clip I might play another day where Martell and Miss Wanda was talking. Martell was, he was talking about the food, he's going to get some food. And, he was talking. They was talking, having a good conversation. And you could see that Melody, she didn't like it. You could see that demon that was in her when she saw that Martell and Miss Wanda was having a good conversation. And all she was doing is just, having a cell phone in her face, trying to get those numbers up for her fans so she can have a moment. So let's go ahead and play this right here. Because like I said, I asked Miss Wanda, I say, Miss Wanda, did Melody taste your food? And she said no. So I say, well, why you didn't go and handle Melody with some legal, get some legal advice, or go and get your attorney because I would have. Because Melody, to me, that's my opinion of what I see. She was the cause of Destiny's and Miss Wanda's business failed. And that's my opinion. So let's go ahead and play this right here.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, he was live. What's up? What's
That
up?
one that you that was talking about choppers and stuff.
Wait.
One that you talking about choppers and stuff on the live. On her live. You.
And look, she's talking to people that's way older than her, can be her parents, and so disrespectful. Oh, this is of God. If this is of God, I don't want to know that God. If you sitting there saying she of God, I don't want to know this God. Look how she disrespected Miss Wanda, disrespect of Miss Wanda's brother. Like, I don't want to know that God. Okay, guys, I'm back. So that's to show you how disrespectful she is. Very disrespectful. And you think anything gonna come out of this? No, not at all. So let's go ahead and continue playing some more. And this is for the reason why I'm showing this right here, because this is for the one that came in my comment and called me a liar. Capitalize, you are a liar and you are a hater. Yes.
That's what I was wondering.
You got a problem with her because I got a problem with her.
What's your problem?
That's why you got a problem
What's your
with her.
problem?
Let me
Cause you
explain
really
to
too
you.
old.
Since you asked me.
I'm gonna ask you.
Since you
Cause
asked
I
me.
really ain't over here for this show enough nasty, show enough don't look good.
For this show enough nasty, show enough don't look good.
Now, what did she say? I'm not here for this show enough nasty, show enough don't look good food. I'm not here for this show enough nasty, for this show enough food. That's right there. That's sabotaging. Because she's saying that on a major platform. Millions of people watches this. And they take her word as face value. Just like what they did Destiny. You didn't hear any more after this scene about Destiny's business and Miss Wanda's business. And if truth be told, after that, they wanted to get Miss Wanda off. And Miss Wanda didn't do no more than the rest of them did. Everybody gets stuff off of YouTube. All those casts get stuff off of YouTube. For sure, Melody and her mama. But yet they wanted to hold Miss Wanda because Miss Wanda heard what everybody heard. We watched the same live when it came to Martell and Dr. Heavily. When Dr. Heavily had asked Martell a question when it came to the paternity of one of the children. But just because Miss Wanda brought it on the show, they wanted to go ahead and get her off, make it make sense, just like they did Kiki. She sat there and say, "Oh, we can't have this. You know, you bringing information out, or we can't have this coming from bloggers." But she did. We found out they did the same thing. And you all sitting there saying that Melody is leaving in peace. No, Melody is not leaving in peace. They called Melody out. They called Melody out. And like I say, don't get mad with the messenger. And if truth be told, I don't even watch TV. Barely watch TV. Like I told you, when it comes to this right here, this particular reality show, I go where my people are, okay? I meet my people where they are, and this is where they are. I don't know who you are, where the Most High God, why he wants me right here. Maybe he might want me for you to pull you out of this. Maybe you might be drowning into this, where he might sit there and say, oh, it's time for you to stop, with these reality shows. And it's time for you to do kingdom business. But like I said, the Most High God is not going to bring you somewhere where he's not going to see you through it. So before you come after me, maybe it might be something. Maybe it might be you he wants me to throw that lifeline to. You see? Because one thing that we know, the Most High God, he does not make mistakes. So let's go ahead and play it again. Let's go ahead and play it again. This right here. This is what I call, and I am not an attorney, and this is my opinion. And to me, it was on a reality show. So this is my opinion. This was a lawsuit. And I asked Miss Wanda why you didn't go and handle this. Because what they was doing was they thought that Miss Wanda didn't know the legal side of things. Because, they think that they above Miss Wanda now. But Miss Wanda very smart. Inside her womb is blessed. Okay? So what they was trying to do, a take for attack. Oh, you going to take me to court, so I'm going to take you to court of what you said about my baby. You can't take Miss Wanda to court about what she said about your baby. Because Miss Wanda, that's only third-hand information that she brought. You can't sue no one for that. If somebody else said it, she only repeating. Make it make sense. The only way that you can sit there and sue someone if you don't have no facts. Martell told it to Dr. Heavenly. And Martell didn't hold no grudges. Martell was talking to Miss Wanda. Don't have me to show you the clip where Miss Martell and Miss Wanda had a good conversation. She was the one all in her phone, waiting for these overzealous fans to come on. So let's play this one more time.
For this show enough nasty, show enough don't look. It doesn't make no difference.
And watch what Miss Wanda tell her that.
Show enough don't look. It doesn't make no difference.
Hold on. Watch what Miss Wanda tell her after that.
Because I really ain't over here for this show enough nasty, show enough don't look.
For this show enough nasty, show enough don't look. It doesn't make no difference.
I didn't expect for you to come over here for that.
Yeah, that ain't what I came here for.
Okay, sweetie.
So, yeah, not
let me
sweetie.
tell you.
I'm not your
Okay,
sweetie. Because,
okay.
see, usually I respect you because you're my elder.
I don't care.
You're a mother.
They're your mother. They'll let her jump in.
And see, that's the kind of stuff they want to call, especially when it's people older than my elderly. Girl, I miss me with the elderly stuff. Because, we got these women that's been tore up from the floor up, been tossed from every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Don't get me to start, because like I told you, I don't walk under the anointed 24/7. But yet they want to sit there and look at you. Oh, this old woman. Oh, this elderly. And they got more body counts than anything. Don't have nothing to show for. Miss Wanda's house paid for. The ones that they want to look down, you sitting there thinking that you got it all together, but you can't even get a man unless it's somebody else's husband. And I'm just talking in general. Like I said, if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen or stick up your little finger and exit away out of here, because I'm not here to tickle nobody's ears. But it gets me when these so-called women, just because they feel that they are young, maybe in age, but tore up from the floor up. Some of them can't even show their face. And when they show their face, they need to stay behind the scene. That's why I sit there and say, don't never let these people make you feel like you beneath them, because they are the ones that's insecurity. Credit all shot. Who the hell that would go into debt with 50 creditors? To me, that's fraud. You're trying to fraud your way out. Like I said, if they're going to holler fraud, make sure it be fraud. But yet they want to come down on you and call you all types of scamming and doing all this. But what about you? Just because you feel like you're doing it the legal work. 50 creditors, over $10 million with the IRS. Make it make sense. And like I said, all this stuff can be verifiable. And I'm going to say allegedly. But it's already out there. So miss me when people want to sit there and say, oh, elderly. Oh, you my elderly. If she's your elderly, why are you calling her by her name? Why are you disrespecting her? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And these women, I promise you today, don't have nothing to show for. Nothing to show for. Because no way in the world, and I already told you guys, I wouldn't lease, rent, no mansion on top of the hill. What's the purpose of renting something that would never be yours? You miss one or two of the payments, they kick you out. That's just money. You might as well just flush down the toilet. Make it make sense. Absolutely. Yes, she's a millionaire. And like I say, all this stuff is verifiable, okay? If you want to know anything about these people consider themselves as celebrity. And all that information is already out there, from down to the lease to the IRS. Okay? So don't let these people try to fool you to shut you up. They put their life out there for the entire world to pick it apart. But I truly believe that's why when it comes to Miss Wanda, I think when it comes to Miss Wanda, they might let her come back on the show. And I think when it came to Destiny, the reason why they showed her products, because they usually don't show anyone's products, because they know that this girl came in and sabotaged allegedly their business. She didn't have that to do, but she wanted a moment because she's a people pleaser. And the same people that she think that's cheering her on is the same ones that's going to shake her right off of that ladder, just like they did Jesus. And I'm not talking about a pre-ancient story. I'm talking about right now how our crabs in the barrel. The minute when they see you getting some, oh, they'll praise you long as they can get something out of it. But let them don't get nothing out of it. Let the well start drying out. They gonna turn on her. Yeah, they saying Hosanna, Hosanna right now. But I promise you, they gonna say crucify her, crucify her. Or Melody who? Melody who? I promise you. You think these people gonna get themselves in a world of trouble because of her? I don't think so. Stylish Jill says, shut your mouth. Stop telling the truth, lady dude. That's all I know. You know, because the truth is going to set you free. The truth is, like I said there and say, nobody wants to hear the truth. Everybody wants something that's going to tickle their ears. Everybody wants to hear a lie because they're looking for a temporary fix. But the truth is like open heart surgery. Nobody wants to go through surgery. But I promise you, at the end, it's going to heal you. And we are right now where we can't fake it until we make it. That's long gone. Fake it until you make it. You either in or you're out. You either hot or you're cold. But you cannot be lukewarm, because he said, I will spew you out and you will know them. They can't hide themselves anymore. So the one that's sitting there going around and saying that she entertaining these reality shows and you want to call her a prophetess or you want to call her a woman of God. Well, who are you? Because they know who I am, just like they said there, and they told when those the brothers wanted to go out there and cast out demons, say what the devil told them. Paul I heard of or I know of, Jesus I know, but who are you? So who are you? I'm where I'm at. I'm in my lane. I'm where my people at. And if the Most High God sending me out there in the deep to go and catch, even if I got to catch one or two, The heavens going to rejoice. You just don't know what it is. That's it. But in here is real talk, unapologetic. She was confrontational and disrespectful to Destiny than Wanda in this scene. Absolutely, she was. She was very confrontation because, she, like I said, it was all about Melody. Melody does not do anything. Melody, I mean, she's just a victim. She don't do anything. But even Martell talked about it. I wish people would see you for who you are because you throw the rock and you hide your hands. You throw the rock and you hide your hands. And now she wants to sit there and say, now, she slept like a baby. Like I said, we don't want to hear what people say. That's why I didn't read that mess. I didn't read that mess to you guys. Oh, she slept like a baby. She told you she slept like a baby. Like I said, we are now in the year of a show me state. Show us you slept like a baby. We don't want to hear you slept like a baby. Show you slept like a baby. Because cheek and tongue will say anything. The mouth will say anything. It's all about action now, honey. If we don't see it, we don't want to hear it. Because what we see, we still sitting there seeing you out there trying to sit there and see who you can sit there and throw a net on. Or sending your dogs after. Because if you were sleeping like a baby, you wouldn't have said, look, I was going to go out with peace. But I guess they provoke you too, huh? They provoke you with that too. Carlos King provoked you. Oh, I was going to go out at peace, but I ain't going out like peace anymore. You wasn't going to go out with peace. You was going to try to go out there like make a bang. Talking about I was going to leave peacefully. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Check Boo says, own blessed callers. Callers bless Martell and Mel after Martell initiated making contacts with callers, then telling Mel callers can do an ensemble cast. Own callers, Martell and Mel bless the cast. Absolutely. Let me read it again. Let me read it for the ones in the back. Own, let me make sure y'all see this. Own blessed callers. Callers bless Martell and Melody after Martell initiated making contact with callers, then telling Melody callers can do an ensemble cast. Own callers, Martell, and Melody bless the cast. This is not a Melody show. This is not a Melody show. Martell sought out his people to get connected with callers, and callers got connected with own network. This is not Melody's show. Melody made it about her and Martell infidelity, but this was supposed to be about an ensemble cast. The core six. Hey, country girl. Country girl say hello, everyone. The rest of your Saturday. Yes, rest of your Saturday. I'll catch the replay later. Thank you. Stay safe. Prayed up. Thank you for stopping by. Miss Sparkle says that Melody came to that event with those high water pants. Oh my God. She says Melody came to that event with those high water pants on, with those Mr. T chains, trying to have a moment. Callers. Let me make sure I say Caller's name right, okay? Because they say, I'm ghetto, okay? Caller's help created that monster, but she thought she was irreplaceable. That's laughable. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I already called it. I told you. Before this year was out, Melody was going to leave. And if Melody was not going to leave, even if she stayed, she's going to work with the entire cast. No one is going to film around her. And I think callers had gave her the ultimatum. You're not going to show your face, start some drama, then exit out. Girl, go set your tail down. Go set your tail down in my Katherine Jackson voice. Better yet, go lay down. Because no way in the world you think that you're going to continue going in there, causing drama, then exiting, and then come out as if you the victim. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Timber said ensemble cast. Absolutely, that's what it is. It's not no melody show. This is the Chorus 6, okay? You did say she would be leaving the show. Absolutely. I need to go ahead and find and play back all the stuff that I said. Because she thought that her millimeters going to continue helping her to ride this bandwagon. But like I said, when it comes to Call Is King, this is the Call Is King show. This is his show. This is his baby. This is his baby. We never even heard of a Melody Holt. Okay, so you irrelevant. Just like somebody say you irreplaceable. You can be replaced. Okay, and that's real talk. That is real talk. So I just wanted you guys to see this, but let's go ahead and get back onto this right here. I'm just going to go ahead and stay an hour, okay? But like I said, Melody went ahead. She thought the grass was green on the other side. And what she did was she got someone else is walking in her shoes. And trust me, when it comes to Arionne, Arionne is walking very well in those shoes. Very well. The girl got the man, share her children. And I know it hurt. Yeah, it hurt. But I'm not here to tickle nobody's ears. Like I say, this is the season right here. This is the year right here where ain't nobody going to sit there and walk on eggshells with no one. Because you guys are in a sunken place. So somebody got to pull out a whip. Just like you guys mad with when it comes to Donald Trump, the stuff that he's doing. Sometimes the Most High God will put your enemies right there to push you, to tell you to get the hell out. Stop wallowing in your mess. So if you think I'm going to sugarcoat, the girl, like I said, the girl is walking in your life. Something that you gave to her. You say that you gave the man to her. You didn't want him. According to what Arionne said, she got him with her eyes closed. Did Arionne get your reality show with her eyes closed as well? Especially if you walk away, pretty much she did. You even gave her an award, a side chick award. And it looked like it was well deserved, earned. Girl, hold your trophy up. Hold it up high and proud. Because Melody made a song, the Side Chick Award, gave the side chick an award. And this girl, like I said, she's a baddie. What y'all call, that's what the world call baddie, right? Because she's showing, hey, I done took your man. Now I'm taking your show. And if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. Just say, ouch. Because this is real talk. Is it right? Like I said, Melody gave it away. So what do you think gonna happen? Like I say, what trash to you is treasure to somebody else. You thought the grass was green on the other side. You thought your crap didn't stink. You thought that you was God gift to the entire earth. But like I said, only the ones that's in your circle blew your head up because now you are in what I call the real world. And you can be replaced. But it's sad when you give up your life for a bowl of beans because you thought that the grass was green on the other side. You wasn't happy with what you had because you was dreaming, because you thought that you wanted to be a star. And this man tried his best to please you. He even brought you to a star search. Pulled the chair out, tried to make you happy, but nothing could ever make you happy because you had to see it yourself. And I understand, like I say, I understand. I'll be a cold-hearted person to tell you I don't understand. because I was very young when I got married. And I had the opportunity, I promise you, I had the opportunity to work as a stylist in California with the stars. And I'm telling you no lie. And I was there for almost 2 months working under, and you would be shocked if I tell you who. But I came home to my children, my family. I couldn't do that because I know only what you do for the Most High God is going to last. That was not my life, even if I had to work in a little small shop in the back of my house. And when I did, God blew me up because if you are faithful over a few, God will make you ruler of much more. And I was faithful of what I had when it came to my family. And I was glad to see my children, all three of them, got careers, doing very good, very successful. And I'm not bragging, but I thank God. I am so grateful. But I thought the grass was green. I thought that the whole world, I mean, just fell on me. I felt like I was everybody thinking, oh, you got this. Oh, you got this. Oh, you so blessed. Not knowing inside, I wasn't happy until I had to go out there and see it for myself and say, this is not my lifestyle because this is not of God. And when I went home, God gave me more than enough. Yeah, I paid for it because you reap what you sow. But when I was going through, I was able to sustain because my soul was anchored in the Lord. What if he would have got me when I was out there wallowing in my mess? What if? But I thank God that he brought me back home. And my father, he had his arms wide open to accept me back home. Like I said, I've been through the fire. I've been through the fire. So I can't tell you nothing that I've never been through. And I understand, especially when you're young. And I was really young, really, really young. I'm not talking about in my 20s and my 30s. I was really young, thinking the grass was greener on the other side. I had everything, everything. And still today, I raise my right hand to God. Don't have to pick up nothing. I live a very, very soft life. The same man, just like Melody say, pull the chair, bring your flowers, do everything for you. But you never miss it until it's gone. You never miss it until you're gone. And I'm not telling no one to stay in a toxic relationship, a toxic marriage. If it's abusive, verbally, physically, get the heck out of it. But if nothing is missing in your house, your man treating you and your children good, don't throw it out. Because I promise you, somebody else gonna come around and they gonna scoop it up. And that's exactly what happening to Melody. Because she listened to these overzealous trauma binding people. Your husband cheated on you. Your husband cheating too. It's just that you don't know he's cheating you. If you think you're stay in that marriage long, I promise you, stay in that marriage long. I'm gonna close out with this.
Stays out all night, turns into there's some other areas emotionally, spiritually, psychologically that we are affecting his behavior by what we do or what cooking techniques. And so but it was black women who were the most adamant, who refused to change meal planning techniques, seasoning food, cooking techniques. And so I said, it's interesting. I said, if we are refusing to provide the black man with the proper physical food when we know that food is what sustains life, then what else are we withholding from him? Possibly there's some other areas emotionally, spiritually, psychologically.
Stop it right here. We got these silly women today They want to tell you what they want in a man. Oh, I want a man. He got to make sure that, he have at least 7 figures or whatever. He got to be rich. I want a man. So they know exactly what they want. But what about you? What about you? You telling people what kind of man that you want, but you coming from a broken home yourself. You broken. Don't want to cook. The children eating fast food or out of aluminum foil pan, robbing Peter to pay Paul, in debt. But yet you trying to tell people what type of man that you want. Make it make sense.
That we are affecting his behavior by what we do or what we withhold and refuse to give. And that led me to try to find out. We've always heard that the black man leaves the black family, abandons his woman and children, won't take care of the children, won't work, stays out all night, turns into a drunk, takes drugs. We've heard a lot of negative things. Most of them are true. But I wanted to find out what happens before he gets to that point. What leads up to the breakdown? We've never gone back to try to find out what happens in the relationship between the black man and a black woman that makes him go off and do all of these bad things. To assume that this is just normal, natural behavior for black men would be to assume that he is naturally bad. And I do not believe that the man that God gave to us as a mate is a naturally bad person. And so I wanted to try to examine what goes on with him. What's his side of the story?
Did
We've
a
never
black
examined.
man ask you to write this book?
Oh no, certainly not.
And see, we don't want to hear stuff like this. Oh, that's way back then. But still of all, look how you only giving the attorneys and the judges, making them rich. You only making them rich. Because they already done bet on you guys that you won't stay in this marriage no longer than 2 years. And just go get a child custody attorney. That's like $5,000 each child. Don't talk about the divorce attorneys. And they love when you have your own business. Oh, they love when you mess up when you have your own business. Because pretty much the power that be gonna come and collect and take everything from you, and then you're gonna be back at square one. Hey, Monique Austin, she says, true, I work for many companies. And during the pandemic, I was able to start working for myself. I was able to buy a home and put my daughter through college, and I still work for myself. Absolutely. That's the only plan today. That's the only plan today. And you guys may not want to hear it, but that's the only plan today. Because I promise you, I've been telling you guys, y'all just don't want to hear. Lord, let them hear. I've been telling you guys for the longest, we are going into a time where nobody is going to share with nobody. It's going to be, you thinking that these people are going to be selfish, but no. The Most High God is telling you right now, the harvest is plentiful. It's time for us to go out there and till those grounds ourselves. Get your own business. Because when that time comes, when it do have those corporate jobs, they're not going to hire you. We going through it right now. We see it right now when it comes to all the DI, all the rollbacks, all the stuff that you see right now. These people, they not going to hire people that look like you. And you cannot get mad. You cannot get upset because it's time for you to stop sitting at the feet of old massa. So I do talk about stuff that's relevant. I don't just talk about the foolish stuff. I tell you guys, stop worrying about sitting at these people's table when you could own the entire house because it's yours anyway. Amen. My motto, if I don't own it, I don't want it. And I'm not sitting there trying to tell nobody about a 9 to 5, but it's going to be a sooner or later. That 9 to 5 is not going to sit there and have you in mind anymore. AI and robots is taking over all that right now. I've been telling you guys from day one, years. I've been telling you guys. It's like the 10 virgins. 5 was wise and 5 was foolish. And once your oil run out, nobody is going to share with you anymore. You're going to be stuck like Chuck. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Can't get no clearer than that. In 17 years, I stayed absent. God rewarded me. Absolutely. I hope the best for Mel. No one on a public platform is exempt from being discussed and facts and opinions being spoken. I called her out for them. Enjoy the chat. Absolutely. No one is exempt. But the thing about it is that everybody on that show can let go and let God, except Melody. Melody says it with her mouth. Just like she says she slept like a baby. She says it with her mouth. But it don't line up with her actions. Because she still hold grudges, according to this reality show. She still wanted to be all about herself. Is that the only child syndrome? Could be, because my son's spoiled too. My baby boy. Laverne Toombs says, God don't want us to stay in a painful marriage. Melody tried to stay with Martell even when she found out he was cheating. She stayed until she could handle it anymore. She stayed. Let me read it again, guys. God don't want us to stay in a painful marriage. Melody tried to stay with Martell even when she found out he was cheating. She stayed until she couldn't handle it anymore. Like I said, Laverne, and I'm going to say it again. It takes 2 to tear down a house. It takes 2 to tear down a house. We only hear really one side of the story. We only hear one side of the story because we already know when it came to Melody. Hold on one second. Let me pull that clip up, see if I can find it. When it came to Melody, Melody over-talked at Martell. What man that you know, I'll wait, that's going to beg his wife for years to let's have sex? When even the Bible says, do not hold out for no more than 2 weeks. And the reason why the Bible said no more than 2 weeks, because the woman is on her cycle. But if you holding out for months and years, all you doing is putting a crack in the door for the devil to come in. And that's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. And on top of it, they put the freaking toxic relationship on a reality show. Now, maybe they would have kept it off the reality show. They probably would have sat there and continue being sister wives. Because Melody already said, and Martell said, when Melody wants her peace, Melody don't go and take a bubble bath. Melody, she go and get her hotel. What woman that you know going to go and get a hotel? I'll wait. If anything, they're going to go and take a bubble bath, especially when they got small children. You know, make it make sense. Like I said, you know, we critical thinkers in here. We can't sit there and say one person when it takes 2 to tear down the house. They didn't go to, and I don't know, because I'm looking from the outside in. But I know that the last thing that I would have pitched is a reality show. I would have been sitting on somebody's couch. Okay? And that's real talk. Let me see what this one is. But the one I was trying to play when he was trying to explain herself, that he think Melody cheated too. Okay?
Thing it make like Martell, you destroyed your family. You cheated on your wife and things, because she's always pointing the finger. Make like Martell, you.
hold on, guys. Before I play that, let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer again. Okay, let me go ahead and make sure I read that. The copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. So, guys, again, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content.
You destroyed your family. You cheated on your wife and things like that. No, that. Melody, she cheated too. I made no mistake in my marriage. You know what I'm saying? I did. She did. She cheated. I cheated.
Hold on, excuse me.
See, that's what
I'm
you
sorry,
said.
stop right there. Tell me what.
And let's go ahead and right there. Let's stop it right here. When he was getting his point out, and I've been saying this from day one, you know, I sound like a broken record. But every time when he tries to get his point out of what had happened, she always shuts him down. Let him talk, Melody. So let me play some more.
When I cheated and with who and where?
The apartment.
The apartment.
Okay, so look, let's go back before
So she asked, when did I cheat? When and where? He said apartment. Did she say anything after that? No, she shut up. She shut up.
Martell cheated. Melody, she used to leave the house, say, I'm going to the hotel
Yeah,
for 2 days. She used to do that 2 days. She used to do that often. I'm like, okay, go. That's when things started changing. I'm like, damn, sex started changing. I started complaining. I complained for about a year before I stepped out. And again, as a man, what else can you do?
But let's rewind that again. What's funny? What's funny? You see, because she wants the attention all on her. This man telling you how he felt. So what's funny? Let's play that again. And she was upset because she don't want nobody to sit there and tell the truth. That's his truth. You told your truth. People ran off it. So let's play that again. Look how mad she is. She's upset. And that's why most likely she's leaving, because she can't take the truth. She don't want no one to expose her, and she don't want to lose the little fans that she have.
Let's go back before Martell cheated. Melody, she used to leave the house, say, I'm going to the hotel for 2 days. She used to do that 2 days. She used to do that often. I'm like, okay, go. That's when things started changing. I'm like, damn, sex started changing. I started complaining. I complained for about a year before I stepped out. And again, as a man, what else can you do?
But you did cheat first. You cheated.
No,
she didn't cheat, but you cheated.
No.
Cheating was the
Just because you don't find out anything, just because you don't know. Hold on, just because you don't know anything, that doesn't mean somebody isn't cheating. When all this changed behavior, when you go into a hotel for days and stuff like that, and it's totally different though.
Look how everybody looking. Now the man got the flow. See, that's why I sit there and say, you got to be careful of how someone sat there and cry wolf. Keep spinning that story. The man is telling his story. Everybody's sitting there all quiet except Melody. Shut up. Let him tell his story. Then you're going to tell yours. But she only want to tell her story. Watch how she sat there because she felt like, you know, she's smarter than him. So watch how she's going to take over. She's going to take the flow. And we're going to believe what Melody said. Let's play it again. Let's play it again.
Somebody isn't cheating. When all this changed behavior, when you go into a hotel for days and stuff like that, and it's totally different.
So he said she been staying in hotels for days. She don't want that to be out. Let's see if you can hear it again. Staying in hotels for days. What woman that you know gonna leave small babies at home because just her need her peace? Don't you think if the house is toxic, the children need peace too? So why would you leave your children in that toxicity and you get out? I would have grabbed my babies. And we all would have went to the hotel. Let's play it again. She didn't want that to get out. But it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. The truth gonna come out. But she rather leave than the truth to come out because she don't want to mess up her brand.
That doesn't mean somebody isn't cheating. When all this changed behavior, when you go into a hotel for days and stuff like that, and it's totally different though.
What they need to do for their meat.
She took the look. She done took it now. Now let's play it one more time. Play it one more time. Like I said, there's two to tear down the house. She done took the floor. She done took the floor in the conversation now. He wanted to talk about how she was staying in the hotels for days. So let's play it again. Let's play it again because she wants her me time. All about her me time. Let's play it again.
When you're going to a hotel for days and stuff like that. And
So everybody
totally different,
does
though.
what they need to do for their me time, for their calming down time. That, and now because you got caught cheating all these years, I was.
You see? You see? She took over the conversation. You've been cheating all them years. This man been begging. This man was a good man to you. And you know he was a good man. That's why you never was able to get him out with no DV. You only came out with that mess because you know that if you put RP or whatever that was she was trying to put on, nobody was going to work with him. But she didn't want to mess Martell up. I told you that from day one. When she went according, and I'm going to say legend, according to these reality shows of the stuff that is out there, Melody didn't want to put no RP. She didn't want to get this man arrested. The only reason why she did it because she didn't want Arionne on that. So the best thing to do is assassinate his character. So if you attach DV to a person, nobody wants to work with you. So if I can't have it, you can't have it either. That's what's her way to destroy him. Just like when she took the lighter fluid and the torch and wanted to unalive over $17,000. So when she went to the court and filed those charges, which I already told you guys that wasn't going to fly, he was going to be vindicated just like he said as well. You see? But she only did that because whoever is whispering in her ear, she need to run as far as possible away from him. Because she only did it because she didn't want this man to bring Arionne on. That's why. Because she wanted to make it all about her, okay? And that's real talk. That's real talk. She stepped in and out of the hotel rooms, absolutely. And not giving your husband sex, absolutely. So miss me with all this BS. Miss me with all this BS. That she was just sitting in the hotel twiddling her thumbs. Let's see what she was doing. Because like I say, I promise you guys, this channel is not for everybody. That's why I said there, you think, and I'm not changing. I'm not changing. You guys want me to tickle your ears. You guys want me to sit there and go alone just to be alone. You're right, be alone. I'm not changing. Look at this. Look at this. Like I said, they put their information out there. And what Martell say, let's go ahead and read this right here. And you sitting there saying, oh, she left because you wanted her to stay in a toxic marriage? No. No, I told you. No. But like I said there and say, it takes two to tear down a daggone house. Let's read this. It says, Melody, who was watching our kids for over an hour when she left them in the car unattended. When getting her makeup done, a lady had to bang on the place of the business to see who the kids are. Like I said there and say, we only hear one side because we can relate to it. But like I said, a woman can also make your life a living hell. They can choose to either give life or death, make your life a living hell. So, and I am a woman, a whole woman, straight woman. But I know also women can be very manipulative as well, or even worse when things does not go their way. So like I said there and say, we could say all day. And I'm not going to sugarcoat. Y'all think that, oh, I can't believe she's saying this. Like I said, I'm standing on my truth. These people put their life out there. They put their life out there. And you might sit there and say, well, why you hating on Melody? Nobody's hating on Melody. Like I said, when I see 99 going one way, Melody got the whole world lifting her up. Let me say it again. Nobody is hating on Melody. Why should I take Melody's side when Melody has the whole world lifting her up? I go after that one. I go after that one. And do is I say Martell is right? Did Martell make mistakes? Yes, he did. We all made mistakes. We all was once filthy rags, but saved by God's amazing grace. We all do some stupid things each and every day. You walk outside right now, you might get into some stupid stuff. Paul said, if you want to sit there and talk and quote scriptures, but I'm going to rightfully divide it. Paul said every time when he try to do good, evil is forever present. None of us have arrived. Every day we have to sit there and repent. But we learn from our mistakes. We don't hold people to stuff that they have done. What if the Most High God will hold us for all the stuff that we have done? What if he wouldn't give us no grace and mercy? And you trying to say this man does not deserve God's amazing grace? He don't deserve prayers? Well, that's who he goes after. The ones that you say does not deserve. He goes after the sinner man. Y'all got it all wrong. He don't go after the one that you think that got it all together. Oh, God, I'm glad I'm not like him. God, I tithes. God, I don't sin. I'm glad I'm not like this bum over there. But who you think gonna run with the blessings? Martell is running with the blessings. Like I said, don't throw your Bibles away. You just need someone to show you how to rightfully divide it. Who you think running with the blessings? Martell running with the blessings. Well, Lady D, how you can say Martell running with the blessings? Because God sees his heart, not what comes out of his mouth. And he sees how the ones that felt like they've been a victim, they're not giving it to God. They handling it themselves. So what you do? You tie God's hands. And God might have a turnaround and start blessing that person. And that's real talk. That's real talk. So, like I said, if you can't stand the heat, you get out the kitchen, because I promise you, ain't no changing over here, baby. I stand on my truth, and my truth may not be your truth. But I don't go wherever the crowd is going. I'm right here. And that's why I can hear from God, okay? Martell wasn't out of control. He was frustrated by being bombarded. He kept trying to keep the subject away from their troubles. In many scenes, they kept bringing up the same subject, cheating. Absolutely. That's because they was banking off it. And they did good. They did really good. They did really good. And you absolutely right, Janice. A liar is the loudest person. Just because you feel like you loud and you can over talk people. Every time when I hear people got to scream and loud and all this other stuff just to get their point across, that does not mean a hill of beans to me. All this stuff, these crocodile tears that Melody had didn't mean a hill of beans to me. And the reason why, because she signed up for a freaking reality show. She signed up for a freaking reality show, and she did good off it. She banked off it. She monetized off it. She sure did. Chicken Boo says, do you have the part that scene when the cast asks Martell to go get Mel to come fellowship? Also find, and please find the part where he went to her bedroom. Okay, do you have the part of that scene when the cast asks Martell to get Mel to come fellowship? Also, please find the part when he went to her bedroom. You talking about the part when they the very first scene. I have that very first scene when he told Melody, don't bring our business out, don't put our business out. I have that scene. I'm gonna get it. And she brought it out because she wanted to make it all about herself. Melody put all her business out there. She went on social media and put it and gave it to those bloggers. And I promise you, ain't nothing I ever told you that didn't come to pass. I promise you that these millimeters, they're going to turn on her until she sat there and she take accountability for some of the stuff. I'm going to say it like that. Martell is not guilty of DV. Folks are using it, hoping people will run with it. Can't fool me. And you know can't fool me. I told you, oh, he RV. Oh, he put some videos out there. I said there and say, look, stop your lying. Stop your lying. Melody held on to those receipts because she knew that if Martell ever bring Arionne on, that's what she was going to use pretty much. And that's my opinion, according to these reality shows, and all, to me, allegedly, to blackmail him. And that's why I told you, I said, when they go to court, they're not going to court for RP. Everybody said they say he going to court for RP. No, these people was going to start investigating. This man was going to have people to see what's really going on. This girl doing all this for a reality show. And if anything, if they go into court in Fairware, I told you. And I don't even have to have people to tell it to me. God shows me all this stuff right here. That they was going to learn how to be co-parents to their children. It's a shame when you got to have the white man in your business. Darcel Aries says the truth is Melody caught his with coleslaw a few years before, and he said he had stopped cheating. Martell has been going with this show for over 20 years. Lady, you cannot be of God. That's her opinion. That's her opinion. And the thing about it is that we have the right to agree to disagree. Like I said, do I have it all together? No. I only can go by of what they put out. And first of all, when it comes to Darcel, it says a lot about her. Her name is not Coleslaw. Her name is Arionne Curry. And she said a few years before, and he said he had stopped cheating from the very beginning. Like I said, I can't stress it enough. This is a reality show. These people was not together, according to the information that we have right now. Melody and Martell was not together. Melody had her apartment, and Martell was living in the house. Melody went out and did what she needed to do, and Martell did what he needed to do, which is why Miss Wanda called them sister wives. Because Melody stayed in that marriage knowing that her husband was seeing the same woman. Because I'm pretty sure if Melody knew that he had some other women that was around her children, she would have posted. Have Melody post anybody except Arionne? Have Melody ever talked about any woman besides Arionne? No. So most of all that stuff is because these people are on a reality show. And the thing about it is that Melody only can get the front row seat, her and her overzealous fans. But according to what they put out there, those two was not together. And even if they got back together, according to what Martell put out, Melody had to go to the slaughterhouse. So don't come mess with me. Like I told you, don't come mess with me. Not this year. Because like I said, this is not about peace anymore. We come here to rightfully divide, even if it's going to cut to the white meat. And you might sit there and say, she's a cold-hearted person. But I come with a two-edged sword. I come with a two-edged sword. Like I said, the last place that these people should have been, and that's on a reality show, especially when you're going out there and coming back with fleas. But when it comes to children, when it comes to souls, you brought me there, Darcel. When it comes to souls, I don't think that they deserve to be thrown into the slaughterhouse just because you out there with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Because one day you're going to have to face that. Hey, mama, I could have been a doctor. I could have been a lawyer. Or I could have been the first president of the United States. Martell told Dr. Heavenly, I don't know if it was mine or not. She didn't give me that decision because she went ahead and she brought it to the slaughterhouse. If it was mine, I would have kept it. Because I want 10 children. Like I said, don't get mad with the messenger because you're going to have to answer for it. I come with a sword. I don't come from peace. Call me the bad news baron. Like I say, this channel is not for everybody. So let me read it again. The truth is Melody caught him with coleslaw a few years before and said he had stopped cheating. Martell had been going with the slaw. She, like I say, this is not of God, for over 20 years. And Melody stayed in and out because they both was doing their thing. Lady, you cannot be of God. They told that to Jesus. And I'm not talking about a pre-ancient Jesus. I'm talking to my melanated gods and goddesses. You can't be of God because you don't talk like us. They called him the devil, called him Beelzebub. But it take one to know one. Show me how his people supposed to look. Because you're not of God either. Because if you was of God, when you came on here, you would have sat there and you would have called Arionne by her name. So miss me with the BS. Like I said, I come with a sword. And if you don't like it, you didn't even have to sign up. You got to subscribe. 20 minutes. I put 20 minutes. I used to put 5 to 10. But you got to wait 20 minutes. So you waited 20 minutes to tell me that. Wrong one, baby. The wrong one. Like I said, both hands was dripping. Both hands was dripping. It takes two to tear down a house. Melody wanted out. And that's why, you see, she's built a house that somebody else is going to be able to show her how to run that house. And she going to be looking from the outside in. Okay? So don't come in here unless you're ready. And that's real talk. And like I said, I come with a sword. She was violence on the show. She threw a glass at him. We never seen him raise his hands. Let's see if we can find that. I got time. Let's see if we can find that. Like I said, poor Melody. Melody put her life. And then she was trying to drag those children in that. Don't tell him, man. We got a secret. Who keeps secrets with their children to go against their dad? Make it make sense. Like I said, call me the bad news baron. Because I don't come to sugarcoat. And I don't get along. Hang with you just to get along. I'm going to call it like it is. And if you can't stand the heat, you get out the kitchen. You get out of here.
this shit. No. Do not put that on.
Let's talk about that right there. Let's talk about right there. By Martell going out there and cheating on her, did that mean that she should sit there and go and try to unalive this man? This got to be real love. Because what person that you know gonna sit in the house begging, pleading with his wife, please don't do this. Please don't do this, Mel. She didn't care because she's a narcissist, according to what we see right here. Please don't do this. Did he go and file charges? That's criminal. Melody would have been in jail today if he would have went and filed charges. But he pleaded with her, please don't do this, Mel. This girl went with lighter fluid and she went with a torch. And she wanted to set that house on fire. She wanted to set that house on fire over almighty dollars. So miss me with the BS. Miss me with the BS. Let's see if we can play this one right here. Hold on. Let me get out this. Let me see if this. Let me see. Wait, no.
A peace of mind, but hell.
This not the one. That's not the one. I want to show you the one with the when she said on the platform. You remember when she said on the platform, nobody talked about it? When she said that's why I beat your butt. She didn't say butt. You know what she said. I don't have that nasty mouth like hers. Because that's power in the tongue. Now, if I start cursing, don't come on here. Because I promise you, you would never shake it off. If I ever curse you, you would never shake it off. Because, honey, you would never be able to shake it off. Trying to find that part where she was on that stage when she told them to why she beat his tail. Well, I can't find it, but you guys know what scene I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm going to go ahead and close it up. But like I said there and say, when you come in here, you come correct. You have a right to your opinion. We have a right to agree to disagree. But you come correct. And the first thing that people wants to check you're not a Christian. I never told you I was a Christian. I've been denounced that. Now run with that. I call myself a believer because many will come in that name, calling themselves a Christian. And what he would say, get from behind me, you work of iniquity. I don't even know you. I don't come in the volume of the book. And I'm going to break that down. I don't come in the volume of the book because I'm not talking about a dead God. I'm amongst the living. And he that have an ear, hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Checking Boo said, I believe Mel would have mugshot it. Martell would have filed charges every time she was violated him. Yeah, she would have been in filed charges against him. Letty would have been reversed. She would have been, but she didn't have nothing on it because she was the aggressive one. She was the violence one. Look when she threw that glass at that man's head. Absolutely. A scorned female is a dangerous person. And we already in the see. I just prayed God, like I said there and say she gets help for that. We all have freedom of speech here. That's what makes it great over here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. I don't have the power to lay it down and I don't have the power to raise it back up. They chose to put their life up there for the entire world to pick it apart. Be clear, Martell has done wrong as everybody. It would, let me read again, checking your boo. Be clear, Martell has done wrong as everybody. It will continue to clear up lies when folks gang up on him to use him as a scapegoat. I wouldn't want folks doing it to me. Absolutely. They use him as a sacrificial lamb. They use Martell as a sacrificial lamb. Why? Because they was making buku of money off of him. He was the cash cow that kept giving until one day God opened up his eyes. Because we've been praying, open up your eyes. You thinking that you acting. That's what they told you was acting. But you couldn't get no jobs. Everywhere you go, people was shunning you, calling you out, the villain. Martell said, I ain't being the villain no more. I'm not playing the villain anymore. And that's why she didn't stay on that show. And that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, then go somewhere. You got other channels out there that's going to talk exactly like you want to hear. She didn't go off of that show because she wanted her peace. How the hell you could leave and off the show because you wanted your peace when you was a part of everything and didn't have to be? You injected yourself in everybody else's business and played the victim when they called you out. Make it make sense. It's just that people done caught up with your lies. You can't lie no more. Ain't nobody gonna film with you anymore because you done burnt too many bridges. So miss me. Oh, I'm out because I want my peace. You can't afford to be out because you put your business for the whole entire world to pick it apart. And like I said, we are in the age of information. Everything is at a push of a button. Everything is at a push of a button. And these people put their life out there. Okay? And I'm going to keep it like that. Please don't change. Thank you very much, Janice. Just keep me in prayer. We keep lifting each other up. Because one can put 500 to flight. Just think about what two. Think about what 5 and 10 can put. It's not in the numbers. God's told David, don't look at the numbers. Because if God be with you, who can be against you? Amen. Amen. Checking Boo said, I have many females comes before me playing victim with tears. They even do self-inflicted wounds to blame males. A lot of nuisances. I get all facts beginning to end. Won't work with me. Absolutely. Absolutely. It won't work with me either. Because it takes two to tear down a house. And the ones that's talking the loudest, that's the ones that you got to keep your eyes on. The ones that over talk. Because they feel like, oh, I'm smarter. That's why the Most High God don't have me to preach. That's why he don't use those type of people that got it all together. Oh, these big old mega churches, and these people that speak so good and, they very articulate, and, they don't talk country and ghetto like me, like they said I do. God don't use those type of people that think they got it all together. Because they start boasting in themselves. See, they think just because I got the education, I could speak well. But what did God do Moses? They say Moses had a speech impairment. Moses used to stutter. God, you want me to go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go? I can't even get 2 sentences put it together. Use my brother Aaron. Aaron speaks very well, very articulate. He said, no, I didn't call Aaron. I called you, Moses. And the reason why God used it, Moses, with the speech impairment, because when he get in front of Pharaoh, like I'm in front of you, God was going to move me out the way. God moved Moses out the way, and he came forth and spoke through him. All he's looking for is a willing vessel that say, yes, Lord, here am I. Use me however you please. It's not about me. It's not about Dottie, Squatty, or anybody. I'm just a vessel. So it's not what comes out of my mouth. If you can articulate your words, good for you. Kudos for you. I have a very southern dialect, and when I speak what the Most High God want me to say, like I said, it's not me, it's Him. Just like He said, it's Him, because I sit there and I accept the calling. I say, "Here am I, God. Use me, however you pleases." Amazing grace and mercy, absolutely. Study to show thyself approved, rightfully divide the word of truth, absolutely. Every man deserves compassion, but they think that this man does not deserve God's amazing grace. Only one deserves grace and mercy, and that's Melody. That's why I sit there and say, when they go one way, the crowd goes one way, I goes after that one. When you see a whole crowd flocking together around one person, lifting one person up, you better run. You better run. Because I don't want man to lift me up. And what you're seeing right now, you seeing God lifting Martell up. He's coming out, because I say your biggest enemies, going to be your biggest advertisers. They're going to be your biggest advertisers. They're the ones that's going to get the news out there. They are the ones that's going to run forth. Beat you there. And that's real talk. We should want him to be able to receive the blessings to take care of his children. Absolutely. And the first thing they sit there and say, somebody told me this morning, Melody got to take care of children. Melody this, Melody that. No, Martell and Melody. That's both of them children. Martell love his kids. Even Marceau said, when Martell does not see his kids, he started crying because he loved his children. And the thing about it, with this Me Too movement and this European mindset, got us thinking we don't need a man. Yes, you do need a man. That's why you dysfunctional now. Because you got the white man telling you don't need the man. Yes, you need the black man. The black man ain't going nowhere, because the black man is God, of the Most High God. And I'm not talking about the big God, because I would never sit there and exalt no man over my Most High God, because I know God, because I tried him for myself in spirit and truth. But I know he would send his messengers. Amen. So guys, I'm about to close out. God will use anybody as a vessel who is willing to follow him. Absolutely. Yes, Martell is good. There is not one flawed or flicker human who can destroy him. God is all powerful, not human. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you better be careful how you mess with God's people. He said, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. So you out there sitting there thinking that you won't become God by putting a yoke around this man's neck? Well, you better hope that you don't have a millstone around yours and thrown in the sea. And that's real talk. So guys, you be blessed. I stayed longer than what I thought I was going to stay on. But like I said, hey, let God have his way, okay? Let me see if I read most all the comments. Oh, common sense is not always common. See, content creators do not want folks to control their channels. Folks can't go to human homes to control. Why would own and callers allow them to control the show? I can close out with that right there. Let me read it again. Common sense is not always common. Content creators do not want folks to control their channels. Folks can't go to human homes to control it. Why would own and callers allow them to control the show? Why? And I hate those type of people, because I've been through it. Don't have a pot to piss in. Never even thought of it until you start getting it together. So in a minute, when you start getting things together, then they want to sit there and cover your blessings. I had those snakes in my office. Trust me. I had those snakes in my office. I sure did. Star says, another great life. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Hey, Star, I didn't even see you in here. Checking your booth said, thanks everyone who was kind to support Unapologetic Real Talk. Please come again and enjoy the chat. Please share this live. Thank you guys. Thank you very, very much. And that's Real Talk. And like I said there and say, honey, we ain't changing over here until God says. When God said go, we gonna go. But until now, we gonna be right here, what I call the deep. This is the deep. And we out there, we catching fishes. in the deep, okay? Deep water. So if you need a life jacket, we'll throw you one right on these reality shows. And that's real talk, okay?
Do it all and I'm gonna find you skinny.